I am here joined by three lovely individuals, as you can see. We haven't got the fourth because they're currently indisposed, and I'm very sad about that. But we have, for the first time this year, your full-time officers for the student union. That is a big deal, and it is very there. I love the game. You guys are just sat there really composed and that. It's a big deal. You just got elected. Celebrate. Let loose. Be happy about this. This is a massive deal, you guys.
There's work to be done.
There's work to be done already. So if we go around the room very quickly for those that have been living under a rock and not seen campaigning, or just watch the Facebook live stream, where have you been? These guys have been all over everywhere, especially the gentleman to my left. Please introduce yourself, sir.
So I'm Owen Marques. I'm the current Vice President Welfare, and I've just been elected in for the position of President. So yeah, very excited.
That is why you would have seen his face everywhere, yes. Because as all of you guys are really... We'll get to that anyway. And the person to his left.
Hello, my name is Alex, and I'm currently third year student in Maths and Computing. Student rep. I've been student officer last year, and I'm going to be Vice President Education next year, which is really exciting. And
to her left as well.
So I'm Dominic White. I'm a sports counsellor, a societies counsellor, sports president, and then I'm treasurer of about three of the sports as well as the society. I'm also a student rep for the last 4 years as well, so a bit of tenure, and I'm going to be your new Vice President of Activities.
That is so exciting. First question then for you guys. Has it sunk in yet? Or are we still kind of numb to the entire thing?
I'm trying not to let the power go to my head just yet. No, it's kind of, yeah, it's still settling in, I guess. Still kind of got the nerves. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but it's still there. Obviously, just hopeful that from whatever work that I managed to do this year, that it continues over into my role for President, and yeah, hopefully the impact is seen. But yeah,
I'll probably have an existential crisis at some point.
I think it's settling in a little bit. It was always something, leading up to the election, I tried to get as many plans in place, thinking if I don't win, I want to try and leave my student bodies in as good a position as possible. So now that I know I've won, I'm looking forward to carrying over quite a few very big plans that I've got set and lined up already.
So is this the first time that you guys have all met, or do you guys know each other really well, or anything like that?
So I know Dom, I know Alex as well, so not like to a point where we're like best buddies, but we have been well acquainted.
Owen and I actually worked together last year.
Yes, yeah, as part-time officers. And yeah, so I mean, yeah, we've actually had quite a bit of contact in all fairness, so I guess it's kind of worked out well.
And let's not forget about Callum as well.
Definitely.
Obviously we've got,
I suppose potentially, arguably, Callum's a bit more in my spheres than the rest of them, but we've all been in very similar circles because of our roles.
Because he's men's rugby, isn't he, Callum?
He is, yeah. And I'm as sports council, we oversee sports, so I've very much so been in men's rugby committee meetings and stuff like that.
I thought that was going a different way there, Dom. I really did.
They are a very good night out. I can't
lie. They have a very good reputation. I will definitely say that. They have a.
I have a fun fact. Susie today asked me who I think the winners will be, and I said Callum, Owen, Dom, and people would say I would win. So
there we are.
Yay.
There we are. Mr. Alex. There we are. Right, please tell me the lottery numbers. I want to be able to win some serious money and do everything like that. But no, please, you guys just talk me through what it's like to obviously go through the whole campaigning experience, because we don't really go there. There's also producer Josh here. Hey, producer Josh, how are you doing?
Hi, Alex.
I'm very happy you're here as well.
It's lovely to be here.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks, producer Josh. You're a superstar, my friend. But no, please just walk us through that campaigning process, because me and producer Josh don't have that when we come to Phantom. We just apply, and then they interview us, and then they go, "Oh wait, you're actually willing to sacrifice 100 hours of your time a year to volunteer? Yes, you can do anything you want." So yeah,
it's surprisingly difficult. Like, I've run in elections the last 4 years for numerous roles. And it's just surprising how different the full-time officer roles are. It's so much more stressful. Like, I had a good nap in Blends the other day on the sofa. Like, and yes, I did use those pictures for my campaign, but it's very, very, very different. Like, running for back in the day, if you're part of the old guard, it's, the PTO roles, which are now student officer roles. Yep. Campaigning for those is unbelievably different. It's some of the same things, such as the ratification meeting, but then when it comes to campaigning and getting your face out there, it's a whole other field entirely.
Yeah, I actually haven't campaigned when I ran for part-time officer. I just
What a thing to announce now.
What a thing to announce!
By the way, I was a part-time officer for 3 years. Didn't campaign any of them. Yeah. Thanks, Alex.
It just means that it's a successful campaign, if you ask me.
I mean, I was
You're
a
that good that you
candidate.
didn't have to do it.
There we go.
Yeah, campaigning this year was very difficult. I'd leave my flat around 10ish and I wouldn't come back until 9 p.m. and I would be exhausted. I would constantly run between sites to make sure I speak to as many people as possible, and I also had my boyfriend Michael, who also was really helpful.
Is there anyone? So obviously Alex has just mentioned her boyfriend Michael. Is there anyone else that you guys want to just give a massive shout out? If there's anyone in particular, or just the rest of your campaign teams?
Not anyone in particular. Well, in fact, I can think of one person in particular for myself would be Lauren Barnes, and if she's listening, she's the one that came up with my campaign slogan of "Go in the right direction."
And there's also
credit for that.
There's also Marques, which I think is the best one. I'm sorry, I'm not picking favourites or anything like that. We're completely impartial, but that's my favourite.
Remember,
Marques.
I'm going to be your boss. So remember that.
I leave in me, my friends. You're going to be Alexandra's boss. Like, yeah, she can deal with all the ramifications of this. She normally deals with my fallouts anyway, so it's absolutely fine. So Marques is the best one.
I can't really find a pun for my name.
No, to be fair, Alex, that's very true. Yeah.
Sharing the same name, you can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
if you find anything, just let me know.
I mean, I've got the surname Woods, so we've got things to do.
Wood could.
That's it. Wood could do. I tried like a whole Dr. Zeus thing once. Would not, could not on a boat. You understand that whole thing? Like we tried a whole different slogan there, but no. When I'm talking about campaigning and like different styles of it and everything like that, I did see a couple of cheeky pictures from Pop World Wednesday. I mentioned it earlier. Obviously, with International Women's Day, both of you going out and actually like campaigning in Pop World. How was it? Just a standard night out? And did you pre-organise this, or did you both just turn up and just be like, "Ha, we're the same"? The Spider-Man meme of like, we're both campaigning here.
Well, no, actually. So election rules are very, very clear when it comes to affiliated sites and companies. So we did have to request permission to be allowed. Normally, it depends. Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no in previous years. But this year we were very fortunate they said yes. And then I checked as well with women's rugby, as it was their lead event. I'm very fortunate to have had a lot of support of women's rugby, so they agreed. And then you just turned up. I mean, I could have technically gone along anyway without the campaign material, because I lead a mixed gender team, or several mixed gender teams, and mixed gender teams were permitted to go together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice to be able to campaign, not just campaign, but have a nice, quite chill actually.
Yeah,
it was enjoyable.
To be fair, it was just, again, as Dom mentions, the support. So I also had the support from women's rugby, and they endorsed myself and Dom. And fortunately, we were just like there. We were both like, with our shirts and everything, getting ready for the whole campaign. We're just, if we could get a few people just chanting our names, or even if they were too drunk to even realise.
There were chants.
Yeah.
There were Pop World Wednesday chants.
There was also a couple of lifts in the smoking area, and then we had a very, very couple of Adam's family, very serious photos that were very popular on social media. It was really nice. In fact, it didn't really feel like campaigning actually. I barely even mentioned some of my manifesto points. It was a lot of the time, I suppose it was down to the tops. But it was generally just felt like a normal night out. I barely spoke about my manifesto.
And it was fun.
It was fun, and that's what elections have to be. They have to be fun. Got to just get engaged with the process. It's so much easier.
Alex, you already said that it was a slog, but you had fun as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't really have touch with societies and sports because I'm more of an introvert myself, but it was really fun. It was fun. I think my favorite part, it was speaking to the actual candidates. I've spoken to Fred and Ben a lot, and it was amazing meeting everyone.
Honestly, I said before, and we at Phantom Media, we had our own discussions about it, as you do as students that are involved in this process. And obviously, you look through it and you look and go, what's going on here, what's going on there, and obviously there were two that we knew, all of your roles were actually going to be a massive scrap. Because obviously VP Education, as you've mentioned, there were 4 really amazing candidates in that one there, and everybody was absolutely phenomenal. President as well, like it was phenomenal. It was really, really good competition this year. And obviously VP Activities, like you're going up against another sports leader in Chloe Tyler, who again has led a society that not only won Society of the Year last year, I believe, in cheerleading, or charitable one of the two of them, but they're an absolute force in themselves. So it was always going to be a scrap. But
yeah, I think each, depending which field you go for, I think it comes with its own challenges. Like I can speak for activities from experience of supporting the last few VP activities. It's the fact that it goes very much so along the lines of it's either a popularity contest backed up by manifestos, or it's manifesto points, and then it becomes about who you know as well. Not to say that elections are about who you know, because it's not like that at all. It's just it varies every year. It varies between candidates. Like I said, I went up against a very strong candidate who has, like myself, a lot of very strong name recognition. Who's always out there, getting a face out there as well. So we always knew it was going to be a very, very tough race. Like my campaign team were very frank with me in the sense of you've got to be prepared. We're going up against the titan in sports.
Did you guys find that as well?
For myself, it was more so of because I was fortunate enough to actually run for the elections last year as well. Obviously, Vice President Welfare, which was the most competed role, and I think there was about 6 or 7 candidates going.
Yeah, it was mad last year, wasn't it?
And I won by a very tight margin of 7 votes. So that was arguably a lot more, I guess, competed against, and a lot more stressful in terms of that process, just because it was all online. But this one being on site, it kind of played to my strengths of me being sociable and me being like a bit more of a in-your-face kind of person. But yeah, nonetheless, the competition was still there, and it was just a matter of how much more could you do, really play to your strengths. And it was just again the process of it all, and just enjoy it. Like there was going to be a winner, there was going to be a loser, and it just came down to playing to your strengths, really. But yeah, it was fun.
The competition for my role was really tight because both guys had really good manifestos. I know a lot of people said my manifesto was good and there, but both Fred and Ben, I've seen them every single day going around and campaigning. So from what I've heard, that was the most competitive role this year, and I've literally won only by about 10 votes. So I think I was lucky, and a very important thing was me campaigning today, because I've spent like 4 hours again running around places asking people to vote for the last 4 hours that were left, and I think that made a massive difference.
Right, so you guys have been very generous with your time, so I've only got 2 left for you before we actually let you go and celebrate, or as Dom said, take a power nap, eat a victory cake in Alex's case, or for Owen, I can't remember what yours was.
Just completely knock out.
Just die.
Yeah, you can not see me for the entire weekend.
Well,
and then I'll
that's
wake up
because
morning.
he's coming out with us on Thursday for
Right.
for the Rounders team St Patrick's Day event. Just saying.
Right,
Just saying.
that's it. Nominating it there, and anybody that wants to sign up can sign up via Facebook. Yeah,
Of course. Oh, there's also on the union website if you're a student as well.
yeah.
Just,
there it is.
I thought I've got to take the opportunity.
Yeah, no.
It's my own
Does
team. I've got to do it.
Does it end up in Friary Karaoke as well, Dom?
I mean, who knows?
Who knows? That's it.
Check out the Rounders Instagram.
And there we are. Thank you ever so much.
I'm not in Rounders, but may I join?
Any student can get a wristband.
There we are. And do the full hog. How much is it, Dom?
So
Do the full hog.
okay,
Go on.
well,
Do
since
it.
I've gone this far, so it's the theme is anything green in support of St Patrick's. The wristbands are 1 for £4 or 2 for £6. The Rounders team have gone to the expense, I suppose you could say, in time anyway. We've hidden 5 golden coins across the university, engraved coins as well. You'll like it. Find one of these golden coins and the prizes will be quite sizable, I can assure you.
And then mystery prizes as well, aren't there?
It certainly is. We've been working very closely with Mucky Duck and Pop World to put this on, and we're very thankful for their support. Rounders we've been here for 4 years. but this is probably one of the biggest events we've ever been allowed to do. Normally, this is something that men's football would do, and we're very thankful for them for, one, not doing it this year, but two, giving us the space to be able to do it as well, let us stretch our legs as a smaller or medium-sized team, and we're looking forward to it. We've had a lot of support, and we're hoping to get the numbers in.
How many coins have been found?
No coins have been found yet, and you've got to, but their locations aren't that easy. You've got to guess the riddles.
I shall look around for coins then.
You've got to guess the riddles.
Man's going for event of the year this year by the sounds of that.
Riddles.
He wants that sports award event of the year that is highly touted.
What can I say? My sports teams are all going for, goal development, committee of the year, you name it. We're going for it.
There it absolutely is. But I will actually get back on track there, as you've just completely derailed this interview.
I
Brilliant.
have one question.
Yes.
Where can we find the riddles?
Where can you find? They'll all be posted on our Instagram. There you go. Hey, look, you wanted lively officers. You voted lively officers.
This is brilliant. This is absolutely amazing. The chaos has ensued. I love it, mate.
Just you wait till September.
All right. I won't be here, unfortunately, because I graduate this year. I feel like 4 years is enough, Dom.
I've been here 4. I'm aiming for 5 now.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Right, you can have 6 as well, because then you can run for president.
Don't tell people my plans. I've not told them yet.
But no, that moves me on brilliantly. Great segue from me. I'm really, really happy with that. Obviously, you guys can all speak, half the room can speak to their predecessors about what is going on and like how to obviously speak to it and deal with the pressure that you guys are going to face. Obviously, Owen, you always speak to Callum. Alex, you can obviously speak to Nina, and Dom, you speak to Beth every day. So it's you probably already know more about the job than she does. No, I'm not burying Beth. Absolutely, she's brilliant. She's phenomenal. I'm really apologetic. She buried me live on stage, so I'm burying her live on the radio. But yeah, obviously, you guys are going to speak to everybody like that and offer that support.
Sorry. Yeah, Nina actually said she's going to offer me mentorship if I need it.
Nice.
And I've worked with her in the past last year, so we're good friends.
Good.
And then Callum's got your number anyway, so he can message you if there's any problem.
I'm sure going to be in the same office.
Yeah,
exactly.
But the whole handover process with Callum, there's going to be a bunch of tips, a bunch of like advice, and I hope that he can enjoy the process as much as I have, along with its stresses and its advantages and just the little gems that you see across like your journey here. But yeah, as for myself, I don't actually know the process because obviously the last.
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. There's been enough controversy on this show already. I'm not having that. I'm not having the head of the student union walk through my door and go, "Why did you mention he must not be named?"
It's all right. We can put his face, like one of those like masks.
That's it. I'm expecting on the first union staff night out for all of you to have a Hawaiian shirt with his face on it. I'm fully expecting that. I've just given Dom the greatest idea of life.
Why not?
That's the best thing ever. Yeah. Just like the president that was not president event.
Oh, I like that. I do like that.
There it is. That for either the next US election or President's Day to celebrate President's Day. The president that was never president.
President's Day.
Brilliant. Oh, there it is. Amazing. That is absolutely super. But no, you guys have been ever so thankful for your time. So my actual final question, we do this with everybody that leaves the studio, or I try and do this with everybody that leaves the studio. It's a little quick fire thing, okay? So we're going to do two more quick fire questions, okay? It's very interesting. It's a little bit quirky, okay? Dom.
Yeah.
What's your favourite word?
Favourite word? Oh, I think for today it's going to be indubitably.
What does it mean for those that do not know what indubitably means?
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
You have no idea, do you?
I've got absolutely no clue.
Brilliant. Alex?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on the radio, but it's because you can use it in many ways.
Apologies if you were offended by Alex's use of that word. Owen.
Save me, please. Owen, save me. Save me, Owen, my God. Mr. President, save me.
I have a reason. I have a reason. You can use that word in multiple ways.
You can use it in multiple ways, one of which is not live on the radio. I can definitely say that. Owen, save us and let us go out.
Mine's more of a tongue twister. It's a Brazilian tongue twister. It doesn't actually have any meaning to it. It's paralelepípedo. And there you go.
That is absolutely unreal. And on that note, I think we will end today's show. show by saying thank you to the current president and the current VP of Education and the current VP of Activities. You guys are absolutely amazing. Good luck for next year.
Thank you so much.
And you are phenomenal. Do not forget Phantom, and do not forget the student-led services that are very greatly accommodated you today. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you for having
Thank you so
us.
much.
Thank you
You
for having
guys are
us.
amazing.